Good morning. Well, today I'm going to do a kind of a brief book review. Now, this book is not really a technical book, more it's maybe an autobiography about David Bell's life related to amateur radio. And it's one of those books that I typically don't read fictional biographies and that stuff. I'm usually just into technical books. But this is a book I ran across on Amazon. It's an ebook, and it caught my eye since it was related to ham radio, amateur radio. And I thought, what the heck? I'm going to try it out and see if it's any good. And I've concluded that it's one of these good books that if you're interested in that hobby or shortwave listening, that it comes in handy when you're just getting into the hobby or you've been in a hobby and been away from it. It kind of gives you a picture of what you can do within that hobby. And I use it for reading when I'm like go shopping with my wife, and I go find some place to sit down and wait, or I even stay in the car and wait for her, or if I have to go to another doctor's appointment and it's taking forever for them to get to me or whatever. It's just something that I could, I've got it actually on my cell phone is one place I've got it. And so it's with me anytime I go someplace, and I can just sit there and kind of withdraw from what the situation is and get into this book. And I'll go over it a little bit with you. It's one of those things that since it's not technical, there's no particular thing I want to show you in the book, but it's the life of David Bell in regards to amateur radio, shortwave radios, and that stuff throughout his life, from a young boy through the service and up till today. So I'm going to look at the table of contents. That's probably the best thing to do. And again, the name of this book is World's Best Hobby. I got it off of Amazon, and it is a Kindle book. Now, just as a reminder, you can read Kindle books from Amazon even though you don't have a Kindle. There's apps that Amazon has that you can download, and you can read these books on your computer, on your tablet, other devices than your Kindle reader. Your cell phone. Okay, let's go to the table of contents. So here's kind of a highlight of what's in this book. And again, early on he talks about his childhood and how he got in and got exposed to amateur radio, shortwave listening, whatever. And then it goes down in time and talks about him being a volunteer, again related to that hobby. Talks in one of these chapters, it talks about him using his hobby while he was in the service. I think he was in the Army. And then it brings it up to modern times and things that he's done recently. It's very well written. It's easy to read. It's not real highly technical. It's more just kind of I call it an autobiography of this gentleman, Dave Bell, related to his hobby, which is amateur radio. So you got to take a look at this. It's quite long. It's over 8,000 Kindle pages or ebook pages. I never have figured out how that relates to an actual page that you typically have in a book. But it is quite long. It's got some nice pictures and diagrams and cartoons. You know, it's very light reading. So, like I say, I use it to take with me when I have to go do something that I'm going to be sitting for a while waiting on something, either my wife or the nurse to come get me or whatever. So I would suggest you take a look at this. You can, I believe, this is one of those books on Kindle, on Amazon. Matter of fact, I've got Amazon up here. Let me just show you. Here it is on Amazon. Paperback is $18. Kindle is only $3.99. You can look inside. And here's looking inside on Amazon. There's a table of contents, a brief discussion of why he wrote this book. And then there's some clips. Here's chapter 2 clip. So you can get an idea of what's in his book and how it's written, and see if you want to get it and if it's something you'd be interested in. So that's one of the beauties of Amazon. Their books, they do have this look inside feature. So that's the show. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.